Hi, Sandra Hillawi here. Thanks for tuning in. I want to share in this video the story of the Love Clinic. And this book here, I'm very, very happy to be re-releasing, and its new, revised, updated edition tomorrow, Monday, the 20th of April. And I would like to just share a little bit about the story because I think I published it the first time in 2008 after 5 years of personally exploring and professionally exploring the dynamics of love and relationships. And I want to just share how it all started. And back at that time, I was a practitioner and new trainer in emotional transformation techniques of EFT, tapping, and what was known as emotrance at the time, now known as EMO, energy in motion. And I was at a health conference, and somebody came up to me and said, can you help this girl? She has a problem with her digestion. She has a knot in her stomach, and she's not able to eat, and the digestions will stop working. And she'd approached me because at the time I was also working as a master herbalist and a natural health practitioner. So anyway, this girl comes up to me and she said, I have this knot in my stomach, can you help me? Can detox and colonics help me? And I said, well, how long have you had it? And she said 2 weeks. And I asked, what happened to you 2 weeks ago? And then tears started immediately to flow down her cheeks. We were in a public bar at the time in a hotel. And I took her over to a private area where there was a couch, and we sat down. And she said, my husband had an affair. And since then, I've had this knot in my stomach, I can't eat, I have pain, and the digestion's not working, and my heart's broken. So I sat her down and I used the methods of emotional transformation that I was newly practicing at that time to apply to the knot and the pain that she had in her stomach. And in a few moments, she had this feeling of energy releasing and relaxing in her stomach and moving down her legs and flowing out. And she still had a little bit left of that feeling of tightness in the stomach. And we reapplied that process, and then her stomach became relaxed again, pain-free. But then she said, but my heart's broken. He's betrayed me. And so I asked her, where do you feel this in your body? Naturally, in the heart. And we applied the same process to the feeling of pain that she had in the heart. And this time, the energy spread out, released upwards, out through her head, and she breathed it out. We checked again. And then she said, but it still feels I can't trust him again. And I said, where do you feel that? And she said, that's in my heart too. It feels like it's just broken. And so again, we applied the same process, and the energy that was blocked here in the heart softened, relaxed, released, flowed up into her head. She had like a hot flush into her head, and she breathed it out. And after no more than 40 minutes, sitting on the sofa, in a corner, in a crowded bar, in that hotel, she said, oh my God, I feel love again for my husband. So we were all staying at the hotel that weekend, and the next morning after breakfast, she came over to me and gave me the biggest hug of thanks, and their connection was restored. So that was the very first beginning story of the Love Clinic and applying very simple emotional transformation methods to the problems that we have in love and relationships. And that started me on a journey to work with these processes of transformation for myself, in my own relationships, in my own life, with my friends, with my clients, with my colleagues. And over a number of years, I gathered somewhat significant experience, which I felt it was time to write about in a book. And so in 2008, I published The Love Clinic. This was my first book that came out, and I was delighted. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, and it helped many, many people at that time when I first released it. Now, since 2008, as we're now so many years later, I have continued on my journey of helping people with the areas of returning to love in their relationship with themselves, their relationships with each other, and their relationship with the source of our being. And my own personal journey has not been easy for various reasons during that time. And I've had the opportunity to apply these principles extensively in my own life, as well as help many more people from broken states in their relationship, which you might think would be impossible to recover from, to return to love, connection, a stable, happy family, and a healthy relationships going forwards into the future. Over the years, our understanding of the nature of emotion and these pains in the body that go with our emotions, and how to work for transformation of these emotions has evolved. And what we used to call emo-trance, the original techniques developed by Sylvia Hartman, has evolved, and now we call it emo for energy in motion, which more accurately describes the evolved way that we understand and apply these methods. So it was time to revisit the Love Clinic and update it, bring it up to date to be a current working book with the up-to-date concepts, up-to-date language, and freshly updated with amazing transformation stories, which will show you the ways back to love. And so now, proudly, very proudly, we have the Love Clinic 2nd edition, which is full of my own personal journeys, my clients' personal journeys, my friends and families' personal journeys out of stress and back to love. And it also has exercises and examples for you to apply the processes yourself in your own life and move into not only transforming your emotions and returning to love, but mastering the process that your life can move more and more into the path of love. So I bring you now, very happily, the Love Clinic 2nd edition. It's going to be available from Monday, and it's my personal gesture from my heart to make this available to you as a gift. So I'll be sharing the link with you that you can download the book for your phones and devices completely free, from my heart to your heart, with thanks and with love. Thank you for tuning in.